Good morning. How y'all doing? Came on to do a special reading today. We're going to look at Cancer energy. And I just want to let this burn for a second because it's been really weird in here. Okay, there you go. Some for you. Some for me. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're feeling good. Getting ready for the day, right? So like I said, we're going to do Cancer energy. And we're going to see what's up. So Cancer energy, we're going to start with Cancer cards. Okay, so I'm hearing a lot about energy, right? Controlling your energy, limiting your energy. You might be like kind of low in energy right now. All right, tell me more about it. Tell me about Cancer energy. Oh. Ooh, we got a little time clock here. Forever. You have always wanted to say forever, and perhaps you have said it improperly a few times. However, this forever will last forever, and you will want to say it over and over again. Now is the time to make decisions that last for so long you forget ever having had any doubts. Don't hesitate. Okay. All right, let's get one more. Tell me more about this forever. Woo! Tell me more about this forever. We need more information. Okay, we got two. We got overwhelming passion. It's like two people kissing there. I don't know if you can see it because of the glare. So your passion has no in between. It has no intention of behaving itself, of being polite or measured, or just or impeccable. It is a passion that will throw you and all of your attempts to keep control off balance. You're madly in love, like Paris and Helen of Troy, and unstoppable in your desire like Zeus, who is the greatest hunter of absolute pleasure. And then we got personal trainer. Oh, let me see you do that yoga. Okay. Someone really wants to mess with you, dear Cancer, by recommending a personal trainer to try to get you up and moving. You really should find a guide who is a little spiritual, not just physical, who will deal with your heart and not just your waistline. In any case, let them know you are sensitive, so any tears will be from emotion, not physical effort. It feels like preparing for something, right? I mean, this is talking about this forever love, right? And this relationship, possibly you're in a relationship right now that you see, going further, or you see it heading into a forever direction. But with this personal trainer, it kind of feels like there's some things that need to be shaped up before this forever can happen, right? So I'm going to grab a couple of these. Power of Self-Direction. And see where we need to go with this. Okay. That was my fault. I put it too close to the edge. I don't know, that physical exercise card is just I don't know why it's making me think of like Yoga Witch. Like I have this book. It's called it's something like that. Basic Yoga Witch, or the rules for a Yoga Witch. Something like that. Tell me about Cancer energy. Thank you. Drama, camouflage, embrace the journey, adapt and thrive, share, gossip, disclose. The power of disclosure. Share your truth with caution and discernment. And we got communication, seek help. When facing challenges, connect with others, speak from the heart. Okay. So again, like I was saying, it feels like in this relationship, that piece of hair is driving me crazy. It feels like in this relationship, the one that you're considering being forever with, there's some communication that needs to happen, because it feels like there's something that's hidden here. And I hate when people say that, and I hate saying it, because like I'm not going to be able to tell you specifically what it is. You know, there's a lot of people that are kind of within this group. But it feels like you're being called to change. Because all I can see is like with the clock, it's kind of like a time for change. And maybe that's what needs to change, is your mentality about this forever, right? If we look at this really, we do have this, you know, we could have this overwhelming passion for someone, right? And we can feel like this is something that is forever. But really, the only relationship that's forever is the relationship that you have with the divine, right? That you have with yourself, with your spirit team. Those are the only relationships that last forever. So I feel like this is kind of calling you to see relationship in a different way, right? Not expect this commitment of forever, right? And like there's a lot of trust that has to happen, you know what I mean, to be able to even receive that information, right? Because a lot of people believe, oh, I find my person and then we're together forever. It's easy. But the people who have been in relationships for a long time know that that's not necessarily the way it goes. You can love that person to death and it just doesn't work out, because there are certain habits or traits that this person has that you're unable to live with. And when I say live with, I don't mean like, I just mean with live in close proximity with. You know, there could be just things that just don't work for you, or the way that they behave just doesn't work for you. So we have to be able to accept that something might not be forever. You know what I mean? And I think that's the first thing. Accepting only that the only forever is going to be the relationship with yourself and the relationship with the divine, right? Those the only ones. When it comes here, our relationships are really being used to help us grow, to help us learn, right? Which means there will be challenges, right? Because there's no growth without the challenge. So, like maybe looking at relationships differently, and like feeling like talking to other people too, because it feels like possibly you have like a narrow mindset on what a very narrow and strict mindset on the way relationships should be playing out, when and where, and what they need to look like, right? When what something looks like is not the point, right? And we miss that so much. The point isn't what it looks like, it's what it feels like, right? Because feeling is going to be a lot more helpful in guiding you, right, than looking. Because a lot of times you're going to have to trust something that you haven't seen yet, right? And that's where you're using feeling and intuition as your guidance. So let me just pull a couple, I'm just going to pull a couple tarot cards just to see where we can go from here. We have quite a few things out here that we need to work on. It looks like kind of like really looking at the way we are understanding of relationships, specifically based on the amount of time that they're meant to last. See, and I opened right up on the Tower card. And we got Judgment in the Tower card. Oh, Lord. Whew. And just those two cards are making me feel like you're being called to make a judgment on this relationship. The time is now. We've got a Fool and again, Judgment card. Okay. And so it's funny that we got the Fool and we got this Clown here. So you could be dealing with a person that, like I said, their habits or, you know, the way they behave could be something that you just can't live with. And you might have told this person that this is going to be forever, right? And you've been trying, working hard, trying to make this work, and it's just not. Okay, we got the Six of Cups. So this could be someone from your past even. Someone that you have a lot of memories with. Tell me more about this. Oh. Five of Wands. You've had quite a few disagreements with this person. Let's see. This could be a person that constantly is bringing drama. Because we got the Five of Wands directly, well, with the Six of Cups underneath that drama camouflage. Two of Cups. Yeah, someone you were in a relationship with. So, or you are or you were, right? We got Two of Cups energy right there. Right. So it looks like this could be something from the past. Because that Six of Cups and then Five of Wands, there was a lot of fighting. Nine of Cups. It's like, because Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. So it's like it started as like wish fulfillment. This was like incredible. And at that time, you may have said forever. You may have said that it's going to be like this forever, right? Not really knowing all the work that you were going to have to put in to try to keep this balance, right? And it's funny. Thank you. I'll take that moment to thank my assistants on the other side for giving me direct messages, interpretations, images, and jokes as of late. So, and then like I was saying, balance with the yoga. You know, yoga is a lot about balance. So like in the beginning, you may have seen this as wish fulfillment. Like this Two of Cups was incredible. This was something that was working out great. And you thought it would be forever, right? But then like the arguments came in. This Five of Wands, whether it was like games, arguments, there was some kind of like static that happened. And eventually this person got put in the past. We got King of Coins and Queen of Wands. Wow. So it looks like you have two different focus, right? So like, let's say, you got to flip and switch which way it goes, right? We got the Queen of Wands, which is usually going to be like a feminine energy. And this Queen of Wands, we've got the cat. We've got like a witchy energy. Anytime we're talking about the Queen of Wands, right? Oh my God, I'm already 15 minutes in. I gotta hurry up because I have to go. So we got the Queen of Wands. This is someone that's very attractive, gets attention, can be outgoing, a little bit of a witchy vibe, right? But a master manifester, right? Because we got to think about that the kings and queens, they're going to be masters of whatever their tool is. And she's got a wand. So she's going to be a master of manifestation, right? She makes things happen. Right? And then we've got a King of Coins, right? So again, he's a master of what? Creating money, right? This person knows how to make money. But can these two energies work together? Give me more information on the outcome for these two. Yo, I'm done. I'm so done. I can't pull any more cards because, like, it's getting creepy. So, I asked about the outcome between the King of Coins and the Queen of Wands, and we got 10 of Coins. Generational wealth. Okay? That's what this is. So, like, this might be worth it. It may be worth, like, going through this work, in order to build this 10 of Pentacles. Because remember, the 10 of Pentacles is having it all, right? Having enough to take care of not only you, but generations after you, right? And from before you. So your parents, your grandparents, your children, your grandchildren, right? This is to bring in this huge amount of wealth. And like these two working together, you with this King of Coins or you with this King of Wands, King, Queen, you know how it goes. This is something that can bring in a lot of money. Let me just, I have to, I'm sorry, I have to. How does the Queen of Wands feel about this situation? Queen of Wands energy. Queen of Wands energy here. Nine of Swords. Okay. Okay, so this may be keeping you up at night. You may be a little stressed about this just because you don't see that this 10 of Coins is there, right? You're only seeing that there's a little bit of trouble here and that this might not be forever. So I understand why you might be in that energy. You maybe have some thoughts keeping you up at night, running through your head. Let's get his energy. Tell me about the King of Coins. Six of Coins. Okay, so the King of Coins is looking to give, right? And like here's another thing with this card. In the typical Six of Coins, there's two people that are asking for help, right? But in this one, there's only one. So this could be a person that in the past was giving to more than one person, but now they'll only be giving to you. So this looks really good for you guys, Cancers. I mean, probably not for me, but for you guys, it looks really good. So if you are in this relationship, I would say keep trying because there is a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow, okay? I love you guys. I hope you enjoy the reading, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.